Hi, beautiful Black women. My name is Abby. In this video, we're talking about how the real revolution in the Black community won't begin with marching, protesting, or another viral tragedy. It will begin the moment Black women choose rest, softness, and feminine energy, not because you're weak, but because you're done being the unpaid, unprotected, and unappreciated labor force behind everything. This revolution starts when Black women stop choosing struggle, stop volunteering to be the caretakers of broken men, and stop performing strength for a community that never rewards their sacrifice. It's not about being loud, it's about finally putting yourself first. In the Black community, we've been told that the revolution is loud, that it's on the front lines, in the courtrooms, in the hashtags. But for Black women, the revolution is quiet. It's personal, it's internal. It begins when we stop showing up for people who weaponize our loyalty, manipulate our compassion, and discard us once the smoke clears. Let's be real, most Black men are not changing. We have seen the pattern stretch across decades. They're not evolving. In fact, they're regressing. With every generation, the disrespect, the entitlement, the dysfunction, it's getting louder, more public, and more normalized. Meanwhile, Black women are graduating, building businesses, traveling, healing, but we're doing it in isolation. The individual success of Black women will never shift the culture if we're still showing up for a community that doesn't show up for us. It's not enough to be soft online. It's not enough to say you're healing while still showing up as the cleanup crew every time something goes wrong in the Black community. You have to actually stop. Stop marching for them, stop defending them, stop trying to mother, mentor, and manage grown men who don't even see you as human. And let's talk about the protest culture. Every time a Black man is harmed by the system, we as Black women are expected to drop everything and become the face of the movement. You'll risk your life, your job, your freedom, your body, all to fight for men who will log back into the same apps the next day to clown your hair, mock your features, and publicly humiliate you. You have not benefited from protesting. You have not benefited from being the strong one. You haven't benefited from being the community's mule. So why are you still doing it? There is no reward at the end of the road. There is no medal, no safety net, no protection waiting for you once you're burnt out and broken down. And yet, we're still being baited into thinking our value lies in what we can survive, not in how we live. That's why I'm telling you, the revolution doesn't begin with hashtags. It begins with walking away. It begins when Black women collectively stop feeding a system that only sees them as labor, when we stop running toward the fire every time something goes wrong, when we stop showing up for a community that has no issue watching us die emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, as long as they stay comfortable. And let's be clear, I'm not saying every woman needs to throw on a dress and become ultra feminine overnight. This isn't about aesthetic. This is about a permanent lifestyle shift. This is about not being the mule anymore. The community only works because we show up. Remove us from the equation and it breaks. And maybe it needs to break. Maybe the whole thing needs to collapse so it can be rebuilt without us as the foundation. Because what's been built on our backs so far, it's pain, it's disrespect, it's trauma, it's gaslighting. Let them march, let them organize, let them figure out what it feels like to be the ones holding the weight. You don't owe this community anything. You don't owe them another decade of loyalty while they spit on your humanity. Black women have been socially conditioned to believe that their highest purpose is in being needed. Not loved, not protected, not celebrated. Just needed. That's why so many of us find it hard to walk away. We've been taught that our worth is tied to how much we can endure for other people. But being needed is not the same as being valued, and constantly proving how much you can survive does nothing but keep you stuck in a cycle where your pain is expected and your peace is suspicious. That is not community, that is emotional enslavement. Even the so-called good Black men expect you to show up for them while doing the bare minimum in return. They'll praise you for being educated, hardworking, loyal, but rarely match that energy. You'll be told that you're a queen while still being expected to split bills, raise kids, absorb their trauma, overlook infidelity, and carry the emotional labor in the relationship. And it's not partnership, it is performance. And it's time to stop performing loyalty to men who see your exhaustion as normal and your peace as a threat. The idea that Black women need to heal the community before they heal themselves is a setup. You cannot fix what you didn't break, and it's not your job to keep spiritually rescuing a group that refuses to confront its own dysfunction. Healing is not about dragging a broken community across the finish line. It's about deciding to build something better for yourself, with or without the people who expected you to die for them. Lately, we've been seeing reports of Black men being lynched across the country. And yes, it's horrifying, it's tragic. No one should die like that, and I will absolutely say a prayer for that man's soul. But what I will not do is start marching, protesting, and sacrificing myself for a group that has made it abundantly clear that they would not do the same for me. Black women, please hear me. This is not your fight. If it were a Black woman being lynched, the reaction, even within our own community, would probably be silence. It would be shrugs, it would be victim blaming, maybe even mockery. But because it's a Black man, you're expected to grieve publicly, fight fiercely, and put your life on the line. Ask yourself, would he have done the same for you? Would he have protested your death, demanded justice for your body, pushed for laws to protect your life? Let's be honest. Probably not. In fact, the same community crying for him today is the same one that laughed at you in middle school, called your hair nappy, your skin tone too dark, your voice too loud. So yeah, it's sad, but that doesn't make it your responsibility. You are allowed to mourn the tragedy without becoming a martyr yourself for a group that doesn't even like you. To the Black women watching this video, please understand that this is not necessarily about luxury. It's not about aesthetics. It's about freedom. Black women are the engine of this community, and the moment we stop, fully stop, it can no longer move. So if you're serious about healing, stop trying to heal and hold the Black community together at the same time. You need to let go, you need to let it fall, and then build your life from scratch, centered around you this time. To all the Black women watching this, I hope you like this video, and I love you so much. Bye.